Well, girls, you are looking very elegant today.
Thank you.
And we're going to interview you about the gray Fiat.
Did you say Fiat?
This is a Fiat.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, we do no longer
Thanks for coming
have
out.
United States of America cars. No longer. So let me ask you something. Just to start the interview, can you identify yourself, please?
Our names?
Yes.
Oh,
First
I
name.
prefer
Give me
mine.
first name.
Okay.
First name.
First name,
Adrian.
Lisa.
First name.
Adrian.
And
Lisa.
you? And I'm Pavel.
Hi,
Pavel
Pavel.
Rodriguez.
Nice to
Cruz
meet you.
Calero de Olivenza.
I can't say all that.
Where are you from?
I was born in Cuba.
Okay.
In the island of
wow.
Cuba, yes.
I'm sure you have a lot
Yes.
to say.
Now let me
Bless
ask you
your heart.
I
something.
have a friend from Cuba.
Do you know who is Esteban Rodriguez Miro?
No.
No? Do you know who is Bernardo Conde de Galvez?
I've heard the name, but
The
I'm
first
sorry.
name sounded familiar to
Yeah.
me, not the second name.
Okay. Are you familiar with Galveston Bay,
Yes.
the city of Galveston?
Yes.
Of course.
Well, the city of Galveston is named after Bernardo Conde de Galvez. He
I
is
love it.
one
Yeah, I've heard
of
that.
the United States of America Revolutionary War heroes.
Love
Same
it.
as Esteban Rodriguez Miro,
Yeah.
Okay.
my family. Now, let me ask you something. What nationality are you?
Nationality?
Yes.
United States of America. I'm American.
Thank you. No, you are a United States of America national.
Yes.
How about you?
Yes. I was born and raised here.
Yes.
So I'm
You-
a
so-
Texas American citizen.
So, no. So you are a United States of America national.
That's right.
And the reason I ask this question is because many do not actually believe that they are a United States of America national. Now, the English, the ones that we fought the War of Independence from, right?
Right.
In the 1770s,
Yeah.
has completely conditioning us to call ourselves Americans,
Yes.
because that is what they call us, Americans, right?
Right.
So what is happening, I'm trying to make a connection with name sounds, right? Sounds, and this beautiful machine that, believe it or not, was
Thanks for
designed
coming out, you guys.
by the United States of America citizen, right?
Yes.
But no longer it belonged to us. How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, you want to be part of the interview? You look so elegant.
I look like I just come off of one.
I love it. I'm Pavel. I'm Pavel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let me ask you something. We're talking about a car. We have a car that is produced in Canada, and the car is no longer a United States of America company car. It's now belong to the Italians. It's a Fiat.
Oh, okay.
And it same as many other cars. As a matter of fact, that police car right there is no longer a United States of America automobile. It's made by the Italians. So that is what are we trying to save? We're trying to save our industry. We're trying to save our workers. We're trying to save the people who belong here, right?
Who do you think is the best person to do that job?
You. You are. What you're doing right now is what we need the entire United States of America population to do, to come out and protect his own and her country. That is what you're doing. You are the elite. You are the true United States of America citizen. Look at you. You are here in the cold weather,
Yeah.
working for me. You are protecting me.
Right.
That is
We
what you're
don't
doing.
like elite. We don't like
elite.
that word.
We don't like elite.
We like
No, we're not elite.
humble conservative
Humble,
citizens.
Conservative citizens.
Yeah, I don't
Correct.
like elite.
I'm elite.
Okay.
Well, you are very elegant. Now let me ask you something. How will you go about doing that?
Voting.
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 Voting. Supporting American businesses.
By word of mouth.
And where do you get the information to support the nominee?
Well, we're friends with family. I've known him for years.
Okay, okay.
So-
Thing. I met him. He's dating my cousin.
So it's a community gathering.
Yeah, relationships.
Okay, how will you increase the relationship of our community? How will you do that?
Get out and talk to people.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you believe in color coding?
Color coding.
Color coding.
No.
No. Do you know what color coding is?
Well, it depends on the context.
Connotation too.
Okay.
Context that you're talking about.
Can you elaborate?
Well, like when you teach, I used to teach school, they're color coding for stuff or different stuff. I mean, red was never good on a discipline chart. Green was good.
Okay.
So it depends on the context.
So how about the term blue states, red states?
Yeah.
How about the term purple states? What do you think about that?
I think that means we need to work harder.
Yeah.
If it's purple, we need to work harder to keep it red.
Now, do you know who is transferring that information to our population?
The media.
Media. What media stand for?
What does media stand for? It's supposed to stand for information,
And
but
free
now
speech,
it's standing
but I
for
don't trust it.
propaganda.
Yeah.
Correct.
thank you.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Very. I mean, this woman is
Yeah.
like expert.
Yeah.
So,
No.
so basically, what we're doing is utilizing information technologies to color code our population. Correct. Black, white, purple, red, and so on.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you know the people who control the information technologies are not from the United States of
Right.
America?
Right. China, Russia.
Yeah.
No.
Russia used to be red. You used to say the Russians were red.
How
Not
about
necessarily like
if
that.
I can prove to you that it's not so? Will you believe me?
I don't know.
Okay, let me give you an example of this. Fox News television is owned by Rupert Murdoch, a Englishman,
Yeah.
a knight of the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Bloomberg, the fellow who wants to lead us now,
Yeah.
he is a knight of the United Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
The guy go from New York to England.
And
That
see,
is what he does.
That's the problem right there. Our forefathers would be rolling over in their grave if they saw that we're doing what we're doing.
Correct. How can we change it?
Oh God, you have to start early changing anything.
With the
You have to
families
start
early
with
on
the
at
little
home.
kids.
Education,
Family,
right?
Uh-huh.
Education.
Yes.
So this is why I thank you guys right here, because you are right now educating us. As people drive by and they see you with the sign, they in their mind subliminally say, "Oh, that is something that I've never seen before."
Sorry, I have to answer this. It's about my page.
Oh, if it, make sure that I don't get you on the
Hello.
But like
on.
said,
I don't want her.
I am the elite. I don't have a
You
problem
are the
saying
lead.
that. I think that Jesus loves me more than anybody else.
Uh-huh.
I'm very arrogant. I'm half. Well, my grandmother was half black, half Jewish.
Uh-huh.
And that's
Okay, let me ask you something about that.
Uh-huh.
When you say half,
yes.
in my opinion, and I'll try not to how can I say this, change your identity. This is not what I want to do.
Okay.
But the way I look at it is that is at fault. What you just said is the fault of our enemies, that they are trying to change our identity. And the reason is that you are half of nothing. You are 100% of you. You are who you are. You are not half you or half whatever. No, you are 100% of you or 100% of whatever. Your biology is the strongest ever in this planet, probably in this universe.
See,
You know.
I can understand what you're saying, but on the science side of
Uh-huh.
DNA, I tested my DNA. I'm 35% Nigerian. My sister said that's why I can dance so well. 34% European Jew. She
Uh-huh.
says that's why you're so tight. I have 4% Russian. I don't know what the heck that came from, but those three all combined is crazy, and I love it. I love it. I just look at it like President Obama. He was the best of both worlds, half white, half black. Can't
Yes.
get any better than that.
Okay, analyze the data that you just exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that we need to fix. And this is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
What we're trying to fix is the following. The biology has nothing to do with ethnicity
Right.
or race. Race is only one race in this planet.
That's right.
The human race.
human
That's
race.
it. What we have is lines of families.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's all we have.
So
So,
if you trace it all back, if you believe in God, the God creation, then it's
how you doing,
one
ma'am?
family anyway.
You're welcome in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you.
So what are we trying to say is the following. There is corporations are here selling identities.
Yeah.
We have the DNA, the 23M, and so on and so on. What they doing? They are stealing money from our citizens, from our brothers and sisters, to enrich themselves, selling you something that does not exist. For example, when you take your DNA test and you send your money in, and it takes a couple of weeks, and the results come in saying something like 10% Nigerian,
Yes.
10% Russian, 10% from the Middle
We even
East,
have Irish in us too.
10% from Ireland, right? 10% from Ireland.
Yes.
And how many percent they're giving you from whatever the region they're giving you? That DNA test, what is the only thing that is telling you is that your family is there presently.
Yeah.
That's it. This DNA test cannot tell you which nationality are you, what religion you are part of.
Yeah,
This
it
DNA
tells
test
whether
cannot
you
tell you
that you
which
came.
community you belong to right now.
And see, you know what? I didn't need the DNA to tell me that. I
Correct,
wanted to know
correct,
the
correct.
rest of it. But
Yes.
just knowing that the Jews actually trace back, and so do the Africans. They know which tribe they came from. I'm from the tribe of Levi. My ancestors, my great uncle was on the Titanic. He's a Dutch Strauss.
Okay. So what that means? That means that you tribe, that is called ethnicity, ethnic group. It's a group. It's a gang. It's like a motorcycle gang. It's not a biology. Your biology have moved. Your mama and your daddy, back and back and back to an amoeba, to a single cell organism, have moved through the planet, changing motorcycle gangs, or changing identity, or changing ethnic groups, changing languages and changing geography. So it have nothing to do with your biology. You are 100% you. You the strongest in this universe. Everybody out here is, because we have survived war, displacement, pestilence.
Yeah.
We have survived everything in the God have thrown at us, earthquakes, tsunamis, and so on. And you elegantly are in front of me, working for your community.
Yes.
So a DNA test is nothing but a mirage to take your money and trying to
Well, now-
give you
Now,
an identity.
Look at that same DNA test and see how many men that has been released from prison are from the death row and they didn't commit the crime.
Correct.
That's amazing.
So
More
that
than
means
me being 35% Nigerian.
exactly. So it is about biology. It has nothing to do with language or way of thinking or political party affiliation. So it just have to do with biology.
Yeah.
So
And-
I think
and
it's beautiful.
I think that it's the same thing. You know how back in the day you could commit murder and they didn't know anything about fingerprints, and then all of a sudden fingerprints, and they're like, wow, we're catching criminals now.
Yes.
It's amazing. Yeah, I think the technology is gonna get so, but the word says they will never be able to create life. You can do all these robots that can do everything that
Yes.
we do, but they won't be able to create life.
Now let me ask you something about this.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the relationship the politicians are utilizing in between male and female biology?
What are they utilizing?
Yes. Why? How you think? How will you describe the utilization or the division in the assign color coding to a male and a female?
Oh.
Have you experienced that in your life?
No, you know what? I have never experienced prejudiceness. I guess my mother kept us so, surrounded. But I've gone to 39 countries, my sister and I, she's a physician, and we just go. And I'm telling you, they'll say, oh, don't go to this country, Germany, because they hate blacks, or this and that. Never experienced that. They come up to us, okay, just for Israel. When we flew into Israel, when I got on the plane of Israel, the Hasidic Jews were on there and they were telling people to move, and I whispered to my sister, hey, I think they're not allowed to sit next to women. And so she said, well, if he wants us to move, we're going to move. I said, absolutely not. If this plane goes down, Mama needs to know where our bodies are. So he when he looked at us, I said, just like that Jewish part of me, just like him. And he just turned and he moved a Hebrew girl next to us. And she said that. So then I go and getting ready to go to the restroom, before the plane takes off, there's a long line. My pastor at the time, Calvary Chapel, Ron Hint, He said, come on, skip me. You can go and skip because I'm letting the women skip. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. He said, no, go ahead. One of the airline stewardess came up to me. Now, we were the only two blacks on the whole plane. My sister and I came up to me and said, come on, I'm going to take you where the pilots use the restroom. I'm like, okay. So I skipped to the end of the plane and go up to the front and use it. And I'm skipping back. He's like, where have you been? I said, oh, I was using the restroom with the pilots. He's like, how can that be? I say, favor, Holy Ghost favor. And then when we get to Tel Aviv, it's crazy. You're taking all your stuff out and everything, and the lines are backed up. And this man touched me. He said, come with me. I said, what? What did I do? He said, no, I'm going to open up a line for you. I said, can my sister come? He said, yes. We walked through, boop, boop, boop. We're sitting down, the whole church is like, what are y'all doing over there? Holy Ghost favor. It was like that the whole time. And you know what? This is sad. But I was like, they don't see, I say, they don't see that I'm part Jewish, and actually I can get a passport to Israel. All I have to do is prove that I'm a Strauss. And that's easy to be done. And when the guy said that, he said, you know, any Jewish blood or whatever, and I said, well, and I told him, and a Palestinian was standing next to me. He said, that's just great. I said, what? He says, you're obviously more black American than anything, and you can get a passport to a country I was born in. They won't give that to me. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I won't take your spot or anybody's spot. I love America. But again, that was before all the craziness. And to be honest, when President Obama became president, I lost good friends, white friends. They just stopped speaking.
So that was my question. So it have affecting you.
Yeah.
So it has.
Yeah.
So the question is, why you identify yourself as black? Why
because they made us that.
Exactly. So that is what are we trying to change. We're trying to say this. There is no color coding in our country. It must stop. We are not blacks. Black is not a race. Black is not an identity. Black is not a national nationality. White is not a nationality. White is not a race either, or an ethnic group. It's a matter of fact that if you get an animal, any animal, they can be trained, like a dog, for example, and you call this dog white, right? And you feed him, and you do that every day for a month, and when you produce sound white in your throat, that dog will listen to that sound of white and will come rushing because he thinks it's going to be fed. So that is what the politicians are doing. They are color coding us. They're conditioning our human biology. No different than the dog. So when we sitting on the television and they say completely every day, national public radio, NPR, that no longer is NPR, is the BBC London broadcasting through it, and they continue to break down you and I in between brown, white, color coding us. And that is a strategy of division. Because now when you listen to that sound, no different than an animal, when they say on television, the white people, bang, that applies to me. They do not say the United States of America citizens have a problem. The United States of America citizens needs to build a railroad. No, now they dividing us into color code, and we must stop that. We must fight that. And that is what I'm interviewing you. So elegant.
Okay, well, you are so right. And it's so sad that it's like that.
Now, how can we change it?
Oh my God. You would have to change it through the younger ones. Because, well, I'll put it this way. I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 on Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May.
Hoorah!
I remember I had an English teacher who was white, and he said, you know, all this black and white stuff, y'all just, because it was so racial back in the 60s. And he says, all this crazy stuff, what y'all don't understand is the whole world's going to be brown anyway. And we were like, how? He said, because everything is going to mix. It's not now. You know, we actually had a teacher that would put the white people over here and the black people over here. And I was just like, something's not right with this. You know, what's wrong? But, you know, I didn't feel like I was being prejudiced. I guess I didn't understand it. until I started going to other countries and saying, oh my God, they love us. And so, but I don't know if they love us because they see the Holy Spirit in me,
Because you.
or
They love you because you're elegant, because you're eloquent, because you have a beautiful smile.
oh,
That is what they love you, because you have that Texan hat on.
because I just don't care.
Exactly. You are you. You are 100% you. Remember what God said to Moses. Moses asked him, God, what is your name? And he say, I am who I am. No identity. So when somebody asks you what race are you, you just tell them, I am who I am.
That's true.
I am who I am.
I should just put
Tell them
neither
that.
one of these. I'm a human.
That is what I do when somebody send me an application for a job, and they ask me white, Hispanico, black, Indian. Hey, wait a minute. There's no Indians in. That's Columbus got lost and called this thing erroneously India. And they have all these steps. Actually, what they're doing is asking you how you identify your own self.
Okay.
They know there doesn't exist a white race. It doesn't exist. But if you identify yourself as white or black, now you have to defend it.
Yeah.
And that is what they want. They want you to defend an identity, right?
Okay.
They
Yes.
have been created for you.
Yes.
So now, do that. When you apply for a job and they say other on the bottom, you say, I am who I am. That is exactly,
It's funny because we get ready to open up a restaurant in Willow Mall, my son and I. And it started in Tel Aviv. It's called Burgerim, or Burgerim, the way the Jews say it. And it means multiple burgers or more than one. But now it's in 20 different countries. And the last two countries that they started populating 2 years ago was America and Dubai.
Okay.
And I find it strange that they're okay with keeping the name there, Burgerim. But here, now that it's in America, they want to say burger, I am. And it makes me mad. That Jewish part of me, I get
You
upset.
get angry, do.
So
Yes, do get angry.
I'm hiring kids. I have to hire 24 people. And I'm saying kids because the youngest one is 17. But, and they go in that range. And he said something. He said, so now, how do you say it? Because I heard you say burgerim, all of that. I say, it's burgery, and I told him multiple burgers. He said, well, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say burger, I am. I said, excuse me.
Why?
I'm hiring you.
Exactly. How you going?
The millennials are nuts. I mean, they
They're completely conditioned.
Yeah.
And it's our job to fix it.
Yes.
So you did an excellent job fixing that. Hey, this is no America. We are no Americans. We are United States of America citizens.
Thank you. And what I should say, now I want you to say it like my ancestors would say it.
Back around.
You say it like that.
Say it like that. Yes.
That'll stop.
Yes.
He'll probably quit. But
No, he won't quit.
I do understand what you're saying, and it is really important, and it does grieve me because when I came out here and I'm pushing my friend who happens to be white. He was with us.
No, he happened to be a
Oh, that's
United
right,
States of America citizen.
Yes.
We need to stop.
By way of
Right.
Scottish, because he has the red hair and blue eyes. But you're right.
Okay, the Scots are no Scots. And that is something that we need to understand. The biology has nothing to do with the ethnic group. I'm going to give you a real easy example of it.
Okay.
Mr. President Trump right now, right? He is what we call an anchor baby, right? He is what we call a chain migrant, right? From Scotland, right? His wife, his kids, the entire family is chain migrant.
Yeah.
So now he's here telling us that you are black and that I am from someplace else, right? So now analyze this. So you see how it works. The Scots are not Scots. They are Celtos or Celtics.
Right.
They moved from main Europe, pushed by the Romans, by the Visigoths, by everybody else into the Britain Islands. They speak Scot. Is Celto, is Celtic.
Right.
The same is the Irish, right?
that's
So now,
too.
listen to this. Do you know who is Esteban Rodriguez Miro? Do you know who is Bernardo Conde de Galvez?
No.
No, but Galveston is named after Bernardo Conde de Galvez.
Okay.
You know Galveston Bay.
Oh, Galveston.
How about if I go even more modern? Okay, how about, do you know the Castro's brothers in Cuba?
Yes.
Okay, the Castro's brothers in Cuba, they are Celto Iberos. They are Celts.
Oh.
from Galicia, Spain. So if you see when Mr. Trump comes out here, right, and say to you and I, we are colors, and we should not be here, it's the opposite, because he is closer ethnically to the Cubans than he is to you and I.
Yes. I'm sure he'd love
That
to
is
hear
the truth, because the Celtos are the same people. The Castros and the Mr. Trump, they are Celtos, they are Celts, Celtiberos. They speak the language. Now, I can assure you that Mr. Trump have no idea how to speak his own native language, because he's been conditioned to be something that he's not, white. So he's been conditioned to be white. So if you see his speech, he keeps saying America. Now, if you and I say America, it's okay. But when the head of our state, our federation, because that's what we are, a federation, say that he's an American, we got a problem. Because he knows, all our enemies will know that he's conditioned. Our English enemies, right, know that he is being conditioned to be an American colonial, because that is what they're calling us, Americans, to remove our identity. America is a continent. It's a continent. We are the United States of America. So when you help your friend to win an election,
So this case.
you are promoting the United States of America. So always remember that.
I will.
Not allow the
Interesting.
people,
Eye-opening.
exactly. Do not allow anyone to take your identity. You are what you are. You are a
You know
Judeo.
what? The main thing is I'm made in the most important thing is I'm made in the image of
You God.
That's
Exactly.
right. Exactly. So
Yes.
Yes. So I guess I should start saying.
Start
what
saying
I
it.
am in godly child.
I am who I am.
Yeah, I am who I
I am who I am. Just like God told you grandfather, basically, in the mountain.
Yeah.
Because you have to see it that way.
Yeah.
Moses was your grandfather.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember, his biology is from here to here, from here, and so basically, that is who you really are, and you must eloquently say it.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, who do you work for?
I work for a company named KAG.
Okay.
KAG, yes, KAG, and what they do, they move chemicals.
Oh. Okay.
Yes,
Oh.
it's an excellent place to work for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so where does this wind up? The interviews.
It's going to be on YouTube, and I'm going to give you where to go and look at it. It's going to be wonderful because you're so elegant,
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I know. Well, let's cut it right here so that way it will be so long and people won't see it. Well, say hello to YouTube, and God bless the United States of America.
God bless the United States of America. God bless the world.
And you are who you are.
I am who I am.